record this. Hey, Tabby here. I have Deb with me today. I am so excited because we are going to look at her business and we are going to go, how do we use digital marketing to help you grow your business? Because this is the question that everybody's asking. How do I use digital marketing? I know I need it, but for some reason I don't know how to use it. And
Bingo.
right. This is what people are struggling with. How do we use this to help us grow your business? So that's what we're going to do. Break it down. Okay. So Deb, tell us a little bit about what you do, my dear.
I'm a registered nutritional practitioner, and I also use the AO scanner, bioresonance therapy. And with that information, I am able to help the client find some deficiencies or encourage them to change their diet and lifestyle, and hopefully to get them back onto optimal health outcomes.
And do you have a practice where actually like a brick and mortar where people come in? Is that correct?
I work at 2 clinics right now and once a month in another clinic.
Okay.
So
And then do you also sell the AO scan device?
yes, I do.
And that's a network marketing company?
It is, yes.
Okay. So you have a couple different avenues. And you do have a website.
Yes, a website that for whatever reason I can't get moved over to my business in the box, and it's now a year later and we just can't seem to get it moved. So I don't know. That's where my standstill is with that.
Oh,
So,
like your domain, or do you mean?
yeah, like it just won't move. It's just not.
Who did you sign up with your domain? Did you use GoDaddy? So guys, we're going to go through the process here, like, because that's an issue. That's a stuck, right? It's like, where are you stuck and why are you stuck and how do we move past?
Yeah,
That's
see,
very
I'm
confusing.
I'm actually paying for Host Singer as well as Dream Host. I pay both of those guys. And I understand that Business in the Box has, like, we should be able to transfer that Dream Host right over to Business in a Box, but for some reason it won't accept it. And a year ago, we fooled around with it. I talked to different individuals and I even sent out
Let me ask you the right questions. This is part of the problem, is we have people that are dealing with things that actually don't know. I've noticed this lots. So Dream Host, is that the same as it's the same as GoDaddy? That's the name. Is that correct? Or is that the actual pages?
You got to remember, I don't have a hot clue when it comes to that.
What's your website name? Because I'm going to tell you guys something. Anyone that's listening here, part of the problem, and it's not a problem, is that people don't know the terminology. And Deb, I don't expect you to, but nobody does. And so what happens when you have someone that doesn't really care, they're not asking the right questions to help you troubleshoot. There is a very easy solution. You don't know the terminology, and I don't blame you for that, but that's what I'm going to try to figure out here. And I'm going to figure it out because there's an easy fix. So tell me your website name.
interviewhealthsolutions.com.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we are going to get to strategizing, but the reason I'm going to do this with her right now, guys, is because this is a common issue that people get stuck on a little thing and they don't know how to move past. And I do offer coaching and hourly training. You could hire me for an hour and I can troubleshoot a ton of stuff. Yeah, that costs you money. It's $150 an hour, but it's worth it than rather being, she just said she was stuck for a year, right? Okay, so sorry, tell me again,
interviewhealthsolutions.com.
tech can get you can feel stuck on tech. Okay, so does this go anywhere?
Did you put the correct spelling in there? No.
Tammy, I put the link in the chat so you can get there fast. You got it.
Thank you, Naomi. That would have, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay,
And DreamHost is like GoDaddy. It's another domain hoster.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Naomi's great to have on here. So what we need to do, first of all, is you need to contact DreamHost and you need to say, I want to disconnect my domain name Interview Health Solutions. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So what happens is the name, for those of you on here, is different. That's your domain name. This that I'm showing on the screen, that is her home. So it would be the same as having an address and then your home, right? It's the same thing. So the domain is her address. Her address is still connected to a different house. So we have to disconnect that first before we can connect it over here. It's that simple.
In your world.
So that's your step. That's all. I don't want you to say anything.
In your world.
Yeah, and don't explain anything more. So, and I'm going to teach you guys something when you're talking to people like this, tech people, or not tech people, but people that are hired for minimum wage for a company. Let's just be honest. You tell them again and again, they're going to go, if let's say you have someone that says, well, I don't even know if I can do that. All I need you to do is disconnect my domain and then say the name from your server. And if they say something else, no, I just need you to disconnect. They need to disconnect it. And then contact me, and once that's disconnected, then I can help.
Okay, so does that apply to the hostinger as well? Because like I said, I'm paying two different people here and I don't know who I should be paying. That's another thing.
Can I interject? So the Dream Host is the facilitation of the actual domain of owning the address of the house. And then the other company that you're using is actually doing the background of it. So if you think about it as like, let's say like a security system, like here in the States, we have ADT, we have different companies, right? So you're paying that one to create the security, make sure that the bots can function appropriately when people are searching for you. So you're paying for both the name, address, and then you're also paying for the home itself. And so what's going to happen is that we need to tell the service provider that we're moving. And so they'll disconnect the ability, right? And then once you come to Business in a Box, now we'll have access. So that security system will be turned off so that we can then take that into our
Okay.
house.
Now that makes sense.
Yay!
Good job,
Thank you.
Naomi. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So good. Oh, thanks. That's awesome. I'm glad Naomi's here. She's good at explaining these things. Okay, perfect. So now we got that worked out. So now we want to actually talk about how to get people to your website, right? Because we want you to grow, and you are using, what is your advertising? What is the advertising that you're using?
Right now it's Facebook and well, it's not Instagram. I find that I do better on Facebook actually for engagement. So,
Okay. So you're not posting on Instagram. You just want to focus on Facebook.
yeah.
Okay. Do you have a group or just
No.
a profile?
Just a profile.
Do you have a lead magnet?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right. This is easy. Okay. So what we want to do with Deb has credentials. She has a lot of meaty content. And so there's a few things that I want to concentrate with you today. And that is, number one is how to post differently. And we're going to start blogs, because Deb could write a blog. Her posts are like blogs. They're awesome, like I'm saying, but that's not what a post is supposed to be. The post needs to be little points of your blog. People can't handle that much information all in writing. No, but we're not as smart as you, Deb. So it's just the truth. We don't want to do that. We don't want to sit and read. That's so great that you are like that. And we want you to share that with people, but we have to do it in a way that they can consume it. Because I'm not going to read your post. I'm not. I will, because I love you and I know you, but I wouldn't if I was just a person, like not knowing you, because it's too much. Okay, so let's maybe start with that. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you briefly how to do this, because that's the start. Then what we've got to do is we have to, what we're going to do, our first thing, when we make a post, where does it go? What's the call to action? There needs to be a very strong call to action. Deb is a great writer. Deb has a lot of knowledge. So a blog is an amazing place to push people to, right? Because she's meaty. So that's our first thing. Now, today we might not get to the lead magnet. We'll probably have to do another call where we work on that part, Deb. But today, let's tackle this and learn how to do this part because this is going to be the easiest for you. Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Okay. This is the site that we made for you?
No, no. And see, you made an incredible
Site.
site, I guess, in Business in a Box.
We
But
did.
again, it's just not working. Like I can't. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm stuck. I'm just
That's
stuck.
okay. We'll work on that. Once you do that first step that I gave you, then me and you and I will connect. That's a very easy fix. Your domain name, that's not a big deal. Okay, so I don't really want to be on here then, but what we would do, I'm going to go to the back end of Business in a Box. I'm actually going to go to Deb's site. Let's just go right on there. Here she is. We'll go to her page. If you're okay with me going on your page, Deb, are you okay
Sure.
with me going on your
Yeah.
page? Because I
Yeah.
should ask first. I'm just like, we're just going to go on your page. Okay, we're going to go to her website. I just want to show you, is it this one? Do you know which one it is or not? You're not sure?
You can try it, I guess.
Let me check. I want to show you how easy it is just to start a blog and to put a blog in here. That's what I want to show you guys. And then we're also going to go to one of her posts and we're going to look at it and I'm going to teach you how to make it into a post versus a blog. It doesn't matter if it's not the right page. I just want to show you. So a blog is really easy to put in here. I'm on the back end of Business in a Box. All you do, let's say I want to add a blog in here. I go plus. I go to the side. I missed it. Blog, it'll say blog. Blog posts. Now you would have blog posts on your site. That's how simple it is. Isn't that amazing? That's all it is. And you can put your title in there, whatever. That's how simple it is to add the blogs. Now you'll see here, they're all empty because we haven't put in any blogs yet, right? So I'm going to teach you how to do that very simply. This is not like a full-on, obviously, training, but I just want you to know how simple it is. We're not going to say what we did there, but that's how you add it onto a page, onto a website page. And what's great about Business in a Box is that you can do these quick little edits. You don't have to learn how to do it all, but you can do the quick little edits, which is really, really important. It's very user friendly. Now to write a blog, you would go to sites. See up here where it says blogs? Create a blog. So when you're writing your posts, I want you to start a blog instead. Test. Add your blog slug. I haven't done this in a while. Test. Type something. Test my blog out. Create. Blog post, search pages. Get started by creating a new blog post. Oh, I can't see it. Sorry, my Zoom is over there. Create blog post. So here to write the title. Test. Then you can add a picture in here. right? So you have a picture. All you do is you change it, right? And then you have pictures in here where you can upload a picture, anything you want. And I put that picture in there. Sorry, guys, I'm having a little trouble with the Zoom being in my way here. That Zoom, okay, app, text cover, test, like this. Now what's going to open up is a place for you to write your blog. And that is as simple as you do. You can write your blog in here and you see how it's just like any other writing program, right? We have the fonts, we have the size, we have the, right, you get to pick the pair and then you just put it in here. That's all. You write it down in here. Text. You can even pick templates if you want. I didn't pick a template, but this is where you'd write it. Continue. And then it will categorize all the blogs and everything right where we put it in the site, which is amazing. And you can even do keywords. You write the author, right? You save it as a draft, or you can schedule it, which I love because it's so, if you are a person that likes to get in and write a bunch in a row, you can schedule them to come out certain times. And things you can do with this, I'm not going to go all into detail on this, but would be great is when you have an email list, right? When you're adding people to the blog, is that every week you could schedule out a new email sending out your new blog. Does that make sense?
No.
What part?
Okay, so this email list, where am I getting that? Like just from all my clients?
We're not there yet. Right now, I'm
Okay.
just saying, does it make sense that you would write a blog?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's how you write a blog. Now, let's go back and go to your page, Deb.
Can I just interject here too? 'Cause
Yeah.
I know sometimes it can feel like a little overwhelming, like it's like we have to write a blog and now we have to write content and that kind of thing. But Deb, because you have so much meat and potatoes in your blogs, or the content that you have on what you'll be able to do is write out the blog. Then you could even, if you don't want to do it yourself or don't have the time, you could pop it into something like a chat GPT or
That's
some
what
type
I'm
of
going to show
AI.
now.
Yeah, that's perfect. Because then it's going to save you time. You do it once and then you'll have multiples.
See, that's exactly what we're going to go over now. Because Deb's writing blogs. She's doing it. You're doing it anyway, but it's in the wrong place. So people aren't seeing it or they're not reading it, right? Like on Facebook here, it's just too long. That's why I'm pulling this up right now. Okay, so see this? This, you're doing it. Don't write this here. This is your blog. This is it. You're going to take this and that's going to be your blog. Then what you're also going to do, and my chat GPT does not work on this computer, but after you've written it, because she's a big writer, so this is the way she's doing it, and I need you guys to hear this because most people, this is not the way they're going to do it. But although a lot of my following are, I have a lot of health practitioners that have a lot of meaty knowledge. This is not for the person that does not. This is for the health practitioner or someone that has credentials. So just to make that clear, that's who this is for. And we'll go over maybe next week or the week after, depending how far we get with Deb today, but I'll go over it with someone who's a total different candidate yet too. But for Deb, this is her way. And I want you guys to hear this. Every single person I coach, it's different. That is one of the main things you will learn from me is you being authentic is everything. This is not cookie cutter. This is for Deb actually. So you should really hire me or Naomi, hire us to go through it with you. But anyway, okay, so we have this. You're going to go then to chat GPT. Let's learn how to use chat GTP a little bit. And like I said, my chat GTP hasn't been working, so we'll see if it works. For some reason, it doesn't work. Naomi, would you mind? I'm gonna copy this in the chat, And then I'm wondering if you can throw it into your chat GTP too, just because I've been having problems. Let's try to, just in case. Where's my chat? Let me in here.
I love Chat GPT so much.
Isn't it amazing? Oh, my messages too.
Mhm.
Cute. Can you go to Deb's page, Naomi, and do that? Sorry. I know I'm not going to be able to get on here. It never does it, but I'll tell you what I write. Chat GTP. Oh my gosh. That's not even letting me in. I'll just tell you what I write, Naomi. I'm going to get you to do it. So what I write, it's something like this. I copied that and I put it into Chat GTP, and then I say, can you please, or not, we don't like that, but like, don't write please, but write this as a Facebook post, simplified at a grade 5 level, period. Add caps and spaces and make it in point form. Make it about 1/4 of the length. And then period. And then cap it in by saying, make this blog into a post. I think they're going to need that yet too. Add keywords and SEO. And then that should spit out something really good. Can you share, Naomi, after that?
It wasn't letting me share before. Let's see.
Maybe I don't have it on.
Okay, no, you got me. You
I do.
fixed
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, hold on. It just wasn't doing it before.
Yeah, no, that was my bad.
Okay. So you said write it as a Facebook post at a 5th grade level, right? Make it
Yeah.
about 1/4 of the length.
Yeah, but then
Facebook post
also
and add
write
keywords.
use, and then also add caps and make it in point form with spaces and easy to read at a glance.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, it's perfect. Thank you, Naomi.
Yep.
Okay, let's see it.
It's so fast, right?
Look at this. That people will read.
And on Instagram, this can be put in as like a carousel post. So have 1 and then 2, and people can swipe through.
Yes, now
It's easier
Deb's
to
not
read.
doing that, but people, carousel posts are the ones to look for, they say, right? Have you seen that too, Naomi? They're like carousel, carousel. So that would make
Yeah.
a beautiful carousel post. You're exactly right. Deb,
I want to see if we can put this together. See, so here, this is what it looks like. Can you see both of them side by side? Does it let you do that? Facebook and I want to see, so this here, can you see it?
No.
Let me see if I can reshare. I just want it. Oh, it says it's paused. How do I unpause it?
Oh. Oh, there we go. Yes, beautiful.
You can
Beautiful.
see, okay, there we go. So then you can see what it looks like on Facebook and then how much easier it is to read on the other side.
Do you see that, Deb? Why do you see the difference? Now that, then after that, you're also going to write in there, check in my comments for the link to learn more. Then in the comments, you are going to put the link to your website, which has your blog. Or we're not going to do this today. Next call that we take with you, Deb, is call number 2 is going to be creating a lead magnet and an opt-in. There's some noise. There's somebody talking in the background, guys. I don't know. Some guy is talking. Oh no.
Oh, you know what it is? The President Trump is being inaugurated. They have it in
Right
the background.
now?
I'll turn off my audio. Yeah, it's almost done. They did it, and then he's talking now to his
Oh my
team. So,
God.
audio.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big deal. And we're having a meeting. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Priorities, Sammy, priorities.
Yeah, right? We're like, we're doing our business still. He likes business people. So so that is step number 1, right? And now I'm gonna let's stop sharing just so I want to see you guys close up again. I always need to see your faces. when I'm talking. What we did there, we took Deb. I know Deb. I know her strengths. I know that she's a great writer. I know that she has a lot of information. I know that she is like a studier. She has a lot of information to share. Now what we did, so we used that strength. Blogs are her strengths. If you're not a blogger, that's not you. I'm not a writer. That's not mine. Believe me, I'm not doing this. So we taught her quickly how to do blogs in a very quick, like obviously you need a little more training on that, but just I wanted you to see it. And I didn't want this was not like a full-on training session on it. How to do it, how to take that blog, change it so it's an actual good post that people will actually read. And then at the bottom, there's a call to action. So you're pushing people to your site. Now, the next step, what we're going to do is we are going to create an opt-in with a lead magnet where we are getting people's information. So you are growing your email list because we want to grow her email list so that people are continually getting information from her. So they look to her as the expert, right? So that's our next step. But now at least they're going toward your website. They're getting used to, oh, I want to know more about health. I'm going to go to Deb. I'm going to go to Deb, right? And so we're starting now to build that. Anything else that anyone wants to add about this, about Deb?
I did want to offer a little bit of encouragement because I ran through the statistics of her page. And while there aren't many followers yet, we can have a lot of potential to grow. There is engagement on her posts. So she's at a 0.69. Typically the average is 0.67 when you're starting out with this number of followers. So people want to hear what you have to say. So if that encourages you a little bit to get out there and post, and you're already doing it on Facebook, I know there is a way to push from Facebook to Instagram if you wanted to just do it that way. So you're not spending any time on Instagram if you're not ready yet.
And just because I know Deb, I'm going to say, no, don't do the Instagram yet. And that's only because I know her, but I think it's important to know that that is where you go next. But we're not there yet because that'll cripple her. And I want us to hear what I'm saying here, you guys. This is very, very important. And that's why a coach that knows you is so important. That's really good advice. That's where we're going to go next. Because I know Deb, I'm going to step in here and I'm going to say, Deb, you're not ready yet. But it is good to know that's our next phase because we will. It's so easy. It's so easy. But you're not there yet. You've got to first do this. And technology is very, very new for you. It was a year ago. And you made leaps and bounds. And every single person is at a different place. And I said this, I always say this, but I'm going to say it again. We need to know where we are and what we can handle so that we don't get crippled. Taking small, steady steps is the way to success. Not jumping over here and trying to take on too much. And then like the domain name, right? It crippled you. It crippled you. That's a good example.
Yeah,
We don't want crippling. We have to do whatever it takes to not cripple you. Take a little step. Do it well. We're focusing on your strengths. Your strengths are writing. You know how to do this. This is something you're doing anyway, but it's not, it could just be done in a way where you're going to actually get sales. And that's the twist we learned today.
Okay.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, well, I'll focus on playing with that chat GBT then a little more and seeing what I can get out of that. And I'm sure you'll let me know if there's some areas that need to be tweaked.
I'll be checking. I'm always checking on your site. You know I am. I'm always throwing out stuff to you because I am. Because I know that you have. Deb is someone that I'm just going to say this that I love to pour into because she is. I love to pour into everybody, but she is someone that she does it. She does it. She learns. She implements it. She does it. She is a woman of integrity, and in that sense, like that's a whole nother level of integrity, right? Like, and it's. I want to be more like that, actually, in all the things that I say and do. It's very, very admirable, and it's very rare. But I know that you're going to implement it, and that is one of the reasons that you're making a living doing this, where a lot of people aren't. How many years ago was it that you decided that you wanted to be a nutritionist? Was during COVID? It was during COVID. The first time I met you, you were wearing a mask. I'm trying to remember. Right?
Yeah, 59. So I'll be 63 here in March. So
63. Like, hello. I did not see many 63-year-olds on social media just learning it. So that's super impressive in itself. and that you took on a new career and did all this and with not a lot of support. Don't worry, I won't say anything more, but like, I'm just saying, like, she has done it, and you keep going forward and doing it afraid. And that's
Oh
really,
yeah, it is afraid. There's no getting around that one. It's always.
yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. So, and your homework after what we talked about is go and get them to disconnect when you call them. Let me know what they say and if they disconnected it, and then I will tell you the next step. That's all I want you to know. That's all you need to know for the first step.
Okay, I will do that then.
And you can copy Tammy's prompt. I put it in the chat for you.
Okay.
Yeah, that prompt is killer. It just gives out great posts. Kat, do you have any questions or anything you want to ask?
I guess I'm just not too familiar with the BNB, so I have to get familiar with that whole platform yet. But with the blogs, when you create them through there, it pulls people, like if she puts a link to her blog on, say, her Facebook post, it pulls them right to that BNB blog, right? That's where it is, it lives.
It does. And I'm going to tell you the
Okay.
benefit of blogs. Blogs up your search engine like huge. And a lot of people are utilizing them. And also with blogs, you could easily start a Pinterest account. Pinterest and blogs work really well together. And that's another thing a lot of people are not utilizing is Pinterest. It's still
Kind of got lost.
What, pardon?
Sorry, I just said it kind of got lost the last few years. It disappeared a little.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it would be very easy to share on there, right? Just add the share because a lot of people aren't. Yeah, I wonder why that is. And hey, have we heard any updates here? Hold on, I'm just going to end the recording.